Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Commute. My name is Dan, and today I thought we could have a very brief little chat about um, this weird thing that happened. I'm sure most of you saw it. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about it at least. Um, where in the latest effort to get people to get vaccinated, the White House had this TikTok star. I don't even remember his name. It was Benny something. I'm not trying to be rude or demeaning or anything. I just don't remember the guy's name, and I'm driving, so I can't look it up. But they had him come in, and they made this really kind of cringy video. A lot of people made fun of it, and I don't really want to harp on the content of it, but it was supposed to be clever and funny, trying to make people think it was cool to go get vaccinated, and if that's what you want to do, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. But I think that the thing that came to mind that really made me want to talk about it was that this is nothing new. I remember back in I think it was 2004 in the election. I think it was Bush versus Kerry that year. And I remember getting a phone call from, like a recorded phone call from Puff Daddy or P. Diddy or Diddy or whatever he was going by at the time. The Vote or Die campaign, and there was stuff all over TV about it, and it's been fairly normal for at least as far as I can remember. I don't really remember before that because I was a kid. But for celebrities to kind of come out and be used as figureheads for promoting certain political things, and usually it's like voting in elections and stuff. And then I remember in 2008 and 2012, Obama's campaign was really heavily influenced by social media, and they were very active online. This was the early days of Twitter, and Facebook had been around for a little while, but YouTube was really becoming a big deal at that point too. I remember there were presidential debates that were streamed on YouTube, and they had people sharing videos or from YouTube on the debate stage and everything. It was kind of a cool concept. And I think the reason I'm bringing it up is more of, I feel like there is a paradigm shift happening right now. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just out of touch, which is entirely possible, to be honest. But seeing the White House, seeing the Biden administration, who, to be totally honest, I think is probably one of the most tone-deaf regimes or administrations, maybe it was a Freudian slip, that I've ever seen in the last, or at least in the last, 20 years, 30 years maybe, because even the Clinton administration seemed pretty with it with pop culture. I remember him showing up on Arsenio Hall and stuff. I'm very scatterbrained today, and I'm sorry, guys. But it was really weird, and I feel like a lot lately, a lot over the last year or two, the Democrat Party, who has traditionally been more on the popular side, like they've been like the popular kids in school, like they have all the cool friends, all the celebrities are Democrats, and they always come out and they do, they make songs and they make movies and TV shows and commercials. They do all these things supporting Democratic causes and candidates, and usually it's understood and it's seen as as a good thing for them. And increasingly lately, we saw them bring out that pop singer, something Rodriguez. I don't know who she is. I'm sorry, but this isn't the first time that I've seen them bring out some celebrity to try and push whatever their agenda is, and the content of the videos and the messaging aside, it doesn't seem to be having the same effect that it used to. Now, for me, I tend to be more of a contrarian, so I remember when they were doing the Vote or Die campaign back in the early 2000s, trying to get out the youth vote in that 2004 election. I think they also did it in 2008 as well. I remember getting that phone call. It was a pre-recorded phone call, and immediately feeling like, don't tell me what to do. I'm not going to do anything you tell me to do. If you call and tell me that I have to go vote, then I'm not going to go vote. Which I did. I ended up voting anyways, but it was because I wanted to do it. That was my first election I would ever get a chance to vote in, so I wanted to go and cast my vote. Now, granted, I didn't really know anything. I was a dumb kid at the time. But nonetheless, I just think it's interesting watching watching the way that these celebrities are being trotted out to try and sway the culture, to try and sway the population, and it doesn't, to me, it seems like it's not working the way it used to, which to me indicates there's a loosening of the control that these people have over the population. And whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing is irrelevant. It's just a general observation I had made, and it took entirely too long for me to actually get that point out and get it across. But I think it's interesting. I'm interested to see where this takes us in the future. I'm interested to see how many people really kind of wake up to the fact that we have all been manipulated for a long time. And whether it be from the politicians or from entertainment culture or from the education system, we've all been manipulated for a long time and led to believe things that may or may not be true. But ultimately, whenever you deal in politics, it all is rooted in the concept of power and acquiring more and more power, which may sound cynical, but if you disagree, I think you're wrong. But anyway, again, I appreciate you guys joining me today. I don't really have anything else to say on it. It's just more of an interesting observation that I made that I think I'm hopeful that it won't, I'm hopeful that things will continue to go the direction they seem to be going, where people are starting to wake up and kind of think for themselves. Again, if you want to get the vaccine, get the vaccine. If you don't, then don't. My issue is more with these people trying to manipulate others and trying to ostracize people from their lives and from their communities because they aren't doing what other people want them to do. Anyways, if you guys have any comments or you have anything you want to share, feel free to leave them below, or you can reach me at my website. It's rebornjumpman.com. You can also find me on Twitter at rebornjumpman, on Odyssey at rebornjumpman, and on Minds at retropunk. All right, take care, everybody. Have a great one.